You're now tuned in to Shugga Mama Radio. This is your girl, Shamika Shantel.
And it's your girl, Tina Marie.
And I'm the executive chef, Chef Patrick.
Yes.
Chef Patrick brand.
We are joined by the infamous Chef Patrick. Let me take infamous off. The famous Chef Patrick.
And it's crazy that y'all keep calling me this infamous Chef Patrick. I'm still getting used to listening to that title.
Why?
Because I just love to cook. That's all.
I mean, you've cooked for celebrities.
I have.
Almost everybody in Baltimore City.
Yeah, I've had a lot of folks. Yes. I've gotten around just a bit. Just a little bit. But yes, I've earned my title. I've earned my stripes along with the education and the cuisine and the skill and the technique that comes behind it. Yes.
No, wait a minute. Back up a little bit. You just said what we've been talking about. No shade.
But
so you said the education.
The education.
Listen, honey. Listen, the hashtags, they are crazy. I
was like, well, shoot, if everybody else gonna be a chef and don't have to go to school, I might as well be a chef.
You might as well be a chef too, huh?
Yeah, I don't want to take it for anybody.
There's a lot more that goes into it than just, being able to heat up some stuff. You know, I don't want
a box of noodles. You know?
Yes, I don't ever want nobody to think that all I do is even just cook. Most chefs are actually more well-rounded than people actually know. We're more so in the behind the scenes of everything now.
So what do you say about a chef that say, oh, I don't bake or I don't cook certain cuisines? Would you still consider them a chef?
No, it's no such thing as you don't. Okay. Not in the chef world, no. It's just like even if you work into the restaurant, if you're hired in the restaurant industry, realistically, when you train or you hire somebody, it's more cost effective to hire someone that's cross-trained to do everything, like myself.
Okay. So. Put it out there. And did I say cook or bake? I said bake, right?
A little bit all of you.
Yeah. So I mean,
I'm distracted.
These self-proclaimed chefs. I know we have so much food in front of us.
I know.
So to these self-proclaimed chefs, and for you who actually went to school and had culinary education and the background to actually.
Meanwhile, the whole time she's talking, she's looking at the food. She's like,
me. Yes,
wait for you. Have the culinary
she's looking at the steak on
Yes.
So, how do you feel about? I mean, people coming into your
field
in your lane and they don't even have the other credentials.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't knock nobody's hustle. Like, we're living in a day and age where you got to do whatever you can do to, make that coin. Mm-hmm. I just always encourage people to, first of all, be respectful and mindful of those that actually have done whatever it is you claim you're doing now. Mm-hmm. Respect those who have been doing it. A lot of people will pretend like I just showed up. Mm-hmm. Like, they act like Chef Patrick just came on the scene like yesterday. Mm-hmm. I've been cooking in this city professionally going on now as of 15 years.
Wow.
Mm. I've been cooking since I was knee high. So, nevertheless.
I first met you at Club Reality.
Yes, honey. That's
which was like, back. Oh my God, what, 2009?
Yes, it was like way back, girl. That was like in the 2008. Jesus. That was before I decided. I actually worked corporate-wise beforehand, but then I wanted to be on a platform to cook my food. So I had to cook freelance. So I started cooking in clubs. I made myself synonymous on purpose. I went from Club Reality to 5 Mile House to Pearl's Place to Phase 10 on purpose. All of it was strategically calculated. A lot of people fail to realize that the actual hustle that comes behind the word hustle, the meaning that comes behind it, is actually doing it.
The shade.
You coming for my life on the gram. I've been like, look at all these cooks and chefs and such. Go on, girl, do your thing.
So how do you feel about actually being a chef in a club? What is the difference being a chef in a club and restaurants? Because you've done both. You've done everything. You've done the corporate events. You've done restaurants. You've done nightlife.
Yes.
What is the difference? Like, which lane do you love more?
Like, now that I'm older, I would say the corporate understanding. Okay. Because since I've been freelance for so long, I've missed the structure and the discipline that most businesses lack. That that are actual now corporate chains and franchises, like which I want to be now. I want to be like a franchise, so I must have the mindset of a franchise. So I will say I missed that. The difference of being on one side or the other is you just pretty much do it with no regard. Now with the structure that is the restaurant industry, opposed to being in a club, there's no turning up. You're there to work.
And I saw some pictures on your IG page. You did a corporate event, and you did the decorations, the decor, you did everything. And it was so fabulous.
What's crazy is 9 times out of 10, you'd be surprised how unorganized things can tend to be when you go to events. And it's to throw no shade to nobody in any direction. I just won't have my food presented in any way. You understand what I'm saying? Like I just said, I just got back in the city literally 2 hours ago. And I just went to the market and just made this food right before you guys got it. Like, literally been spending the time with my mentor for the weekend. But nevertheless, this is not just something I take for granted. This is my life on a plate. And anybody that's not displaying it and such is wasting their time. They must just get out the way. You know,
yes, I hate when I see people, I'm a chef, but you can't do the aluminum pans. That's what I do. I'm a cook. I know my lane.
Yes, I've done every event under the sun. I've done the Delius Thomas event. I've done Make-A-Wish Foundation event. I've done events for Casa Permanente, the Silver Auditorium. I've done events for Johns Hopkins. I've done events for Ray Lewis, Sheila Dixon. I've fed the likes of everybody in the city at this point. A lot of people pretend they don't know me when they see me in the club, but I'm trying to tell you.
So listen, we gonna get into a quick music break with DJ Nitro, the official Shugga Mama Radio DJ. We're gonna come back with Chef Patrick. He gonna tell us about the food we have in front of us. And of course we're gonna sample it. We can't have you here and not eat.
I know, and I wish this commercial, I hope this commercial break is short because I cannot wait.
Yes, honey.
Shugga Mama Radio, people live on radioonfire.com.
That was me. Okay, that's fine. Welcome back to Radio on Fire with Shugga Mama Radio. I am the Chef Patrick.
Shamika Shantel.
And it's your girl, Tina Marie.
Yes, we are here with Chef Patrick. And we left off with, being in the business and the self-proclaimed chefs. So just to get into a little bit about your background, how did you start off being a cook? Like, what made you want to cook?
I got bored with law. And to be crazy enough, that's where I started. I started in high school in a law program, and I was very intrigued by it. Interned at Miles and Stockbridge all the way up until my senior year. Actually started at an internship for University of Maryland School of Law when it first opened, and was bored. I was bored out of my mind.
You just cooked.
My mother was like, "What are you going to do?" Because I ain't got no money for them other educations. What are you good at? Like, what do you want to do? And nevertheless, I always knew how to cook. I'm the oldest of 5 boys. So cooking was like synonymous. It was second nature, but because it was a chore for so long, I actually ran from it. But then eventually I fell into it. And then all of the education came along and experience and paying my dues and working as a dishwasher, into a line cook, into middle, into saute, into pantry, into pastry. I earned my spot, and I learned the jobs of the people standing next to me. So when they thought for a second that they were better, I probably took their job. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Really not.
But yes, the self-proclaimed chefs, like I said, I don't know nobody's hustle at all. But at the end of the day, there are some of us who call ourselves what we do because we make a practice of it. I feed people every chance I get. Like anytime that I'm laying down, sleeping, sitting, walking, running, jogging, praying, I'm thinking about food. 9 times out of 10. And not just at the holiday time, and I'm always about educating. My hands are in so many realms when it comes to educating people on what real eating is. Even for some of you women who forgot what a stove looked like.
And that's why we have you here today. We have a couple of quick holiday dishes that we're going to get into a little later. Yes. Unfortunately, not right now because I'm hungry.
Yes.
But we're going to get into that a little later. But we want to get to know Chef Patrick a little bit more. So what is your favorite? Because you cook for all genres. You cook for everybody. What is your favorite culture to cook for?
Italian, Sicilian.
Oh, really? I would never guess that.
Yes, and I love pasta. You ain't had pasta until you had it made from scratch. So
I love
pasta. Talking about changing somebody's life.
No, we're not talking. You said scratch, so that does not mean
Barilla. That does not mean off the shelf.
Noodles. That does not mean off the shelf noodles and homemade sauce. That means homemade noodles and homemade sauce.
I'm sorry, it's talking about making the sauce.
Okay, see, our chef is in the building. Our chef is in the building. There you go.
From scratch, talking about doing research. Yes, I love the Sicilian region and Italian culture. Also because we as a Black culture have gotten so far away from the understanding of eating like a family. And it's synonymous in Italian culture. Yes. Like everybody must be sitting at the table no matter what differences you have, no matter who you don't like, who you're not getting along with. You got to sit down and you got to break bread with your family because that's what their culture is built on when it comes to cuisine. Big plates of food. Bounty, don't make a difference who brought what, who cooks the better this. It was all about what matters, the thing that brings you together.
And that's a good way to put it because I have a really big family and we get together for dinner often. Like just yesterday, my mother cooked a big meal and you would thought it was Thanksgiving. No, because usually we put the plate, we take the picture of the plate. You know how everybody be on Instagram. Take a picture of the plate and put it on Instagram. But she told us don't do that because she didn't have a lot of food to feed everybody because usually you post something on Instagram and my mother cooking everybody and end up at the house. So.
Right.
But anyway, she doesn't claim to be a chef. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, trust me, I scrolls up social media all the time, and there are chefs that I do respect and that I double tap a lot of their pictures and acknowledge them in one capacity or another. And then there are some people that I just actually want to block just for the sake of not seeing their page at all. Because it's an insult to people like myself who work 15, 16-hour days conceptualizing. Like we said earlier, when I do events, I don't just do the food. I do the setup, the decor, the lighting, the backdrops. I tell the servers what to do, how to do it, how to drop and clean up and sweep services. I know how to respond to problems at the drop of a dime. I know how to take a dime and stretch it as far as anybody's wedding budget. That does not mean call me.
I was great. So you just set yourself up.
I was getting ready to close out like because I called you a couple times for the dime. You like, okay, I can make some pennies.
I'm getting married. I had 200 gas. I had $200.
Yes, exactly. Girl, you ain't going to McDonald's with that.
So wondering what you could do for me. I like steak and potatoes.
Yes. And then I'm the type of chef that I don't aspire to make billions. I aspire to actually have a franchise that caters to many genres. People always ask what I want to do. Like, I don't want to own a restaurant. No, I want to go ahead and skip and bypass.
Wait a minute. I
just got
I know, right?
I know, it's shocking, isn't it?
Yes.
No, I want to be the one that actually cultivates a brand that actually eventually manifests into a restaurant. That way, don't ever have to cook in it. But I want to have my own pot pan line. I'm working on a sauce line. I want to have a cook.
And I gave you another idea that I want you to do.
Yes, there's a number of things. There are things that tie into who I am as a person outside of being a chef when it comes to my sexual preference and me being a proud gay black man. There are things that I want to do in that realm as well. So I don't want to be changing nobody's stove anymore. Like, I will always cook. It will always come back to the stove. But realistically, if I open up a restaurant, child, I'll be putting somebody in it to work because I can't take no flights cooking for y'all all the time.
I mean, just when you have Sunday dinner or something, can you just
yeah, girl. Well, that's when we talk about supper clubs and memberships and such.
Supper club. I'm gonna be a part of the supper club.
Yes, we have to get my registration form.
Yes, honey, it's coming. It's coming. I promise you.
Now, speaking of. You saying you're a gay man who's a chef who's out there in the business.
Yes,
How has that been for you? Has there been any discrimination towards you being a gay chef?
Touchy subject. Yes, it has. It has been very much a solid issue. I can literally take you back to the club reality days. There were people that wouldn't eat my food before because I was a gay man that we both know. Like, very well. But now, literally will not eat anywhere without coming to see me first. You understand what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. So now, before, they didn't want to eat your food because you're a gay man.
Like, no, I'm not eating his food. He's gay. I don't want him touching my food. Like, literally staged it. He's a brother and that, but I ain't the one of those, salt in the game, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut. But I'm going to tell you that exists. And not only that, that's just on the front end of it from the consumer's perspective. Let's talk about what goes on behind the scenes. You know how many men that have tried me that have been in the industry for over 30 years and have 20 years of restaurant experience, and they come into my kitchen and automatically assume, oh, this is my boss. I'm supposed to listen to him and take guidance? Absolutely. I'm him. I'm the one that's going to tell you what to do, and guess what? You're going to do it. Smile, you're going to do it with quickness. I'm going to use urgency when I open my mouth. Because at some point I had to learn to demand the very respect I deserve, not just as a chef and a man, but as a gay black chef. Because people, in this day and age, judge you based on what you see, which is crazy because it's like 2015 going to 16, people are still so close-minded. Like, for what?
Yeah, I was going to say, do you think it's more, people are more open-minded now than...
Yeah, that's because most of them sit on my side, but we ain't going to talk about that.
Lord,
I didn't know we had tea serving today.
Yes, honey, ain't no tea on this table. This is tea.
Ain't no tea on this table. This is the day that we need the tea on the table. Okay, listen. Listen, Linda.
It's calling my name. So
Katina's real talkative sometimes, and the food.
I have been really quiet because I have been waiting patiently.
She's like came to the door like, are we eating like real food today? I'm like, girl, yeah.
All right, so far as the holidays, we mentioned the family and everybody getting together. Yes. And holidays for a lot of people means family and everybody getting together. So one of the reasons why we had you here, amongst a trillion other reasons, we wanted to present our listeners and our viewers with holiday ideas or dishes for the holidays to present to their families or the potluck parties, all of the holidays.
It's something different because I hate, black people. We can wear down some macaroni, cheese, collard greens, sweet potatoes, and some fried chicken, ham, and turkey. I get so tired. I'm like, sometimes I just don't want no nigga food. I just want. I'm sorry, I can't say that.
Yeah,
sometimes I just don't want it.
I just want it. Just say it.
I don't want the macaroni cheese.
I am right there with y'all because realistically, when I cook for my family, I don't cook what I was raised on. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing against the collard green or the sauerkraut.
I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it.
Turkey or the ham with the chitterlings.
That's where these come from.
I'm not against it. I'm not opposed to it. But it's also an opportunity for y'all to come together and experience things as far as the energy of eating is concerned. So when I cook for my family, they already know as black as they are. We will argue and debate about why there's no fried chicken or how absurd it is that there's no turkey on the table. But if I'm cooking and I'm buying it, then I'm gonna cook what I want to cook, and I cook very non-traditional things. And just because you are black or white or Mexican or Latino, why about you cook something from somebody else's culture? Let's cook something that how they celebrate their definition of what Christmas is. And let's actually go that way, so we actually educate ourselves on something besides what we eat every day, like every day,
every Sunday, yes,
all the time.
So what would you suggest as an entree for those people who do not? Because my mother just mentioned this Sunday night when she said she didn't want a turkey. So what would you suggest to those who do not want a turkey for Christmas or holiday?
Get a big piece of fish. Go to the fish market, and there are so many fishes that come to you cut up already. You haven't seen it in its original state. So if you go to a fish market, buy the whole fish. Just tell them, give me the whole fish. Just give me the whole thing, both sides.
Like the Jamaicans do.
Exactly. And then put the whole thing in the middle of the table and just let everybody go in.
Where do you shop for groceries and like fresh
Girl,
foods?
Everywhere. Child, I'm not even going to, there's two sides of the spectrum. Of course, I have my culinary background I would love to pick straight from the farm every day or out of my own garden. But I go to Save a Lot and Aldi's and Whole Foods and Fresh Markets and Harris Teeter and things of the sort. I go whatever I need, that determines where I go.
Okay.
And probably whatever the budget is.
Yeah, and
because if I book you,
exactly.
We might be shopping at Aldi's.
Right. Now, if I have a high-end corporate client, I might fly in some fresh mint from Alpaca or, go to Peru to get some lemongrass or whatever. But if you come to me on your tuna fish budget, girl, I'm sorry, I'm taking your money down to Aldi's. That's as far as it goes. Shout out to Aldi's.
Definitely.
I love your private brands. I really do.
And they are definitely hiring for those who are looking for a job.
Yes,
and they sit down, they don't bag anything.
Yes, but that's how they save on over here. Actually, most of the corporate commercial markets that we have actually been existed in other countries way before we got them. And we just, as a more American culture, are just getting caught on to it with the whole putting your own cart away, not having to pay for your bags, not having the expensive shelving. That's something that's been very Americanized. Now, that's why those actual venues exist now. But as far as the holiday is concerned, my biggest advice to people who are cooking, start making it a little bit more simpler. Y'all spending too much time cooking. Nobody is talking to each other. Nobody's catching up on nothing. All the time y'all want to talk is on the gram, on Facebook. I actually like to talk to my family. Like, girl, I don't want to DM you. I want to talk to you at the dinner table.
I know my cousin, she keeps sending me inboxes like, just call me.
Girl, I'm your family.
Yeah, just call me. She
y'all
never
did
did.
lost, honey.
She never did. She just inboxed me a couple of weeks later. So you have my number. Just call me.
Listen, they didn't forgot.
So can you just explain what we have in front of us these are simple holiday. These are simple holiday dishes that you can prepare for the family or for a company.
Yes.
Potluck, which I had tomorrow, but I'm not going to do none of this stuff. Probably next week. Probably the other one. So these are simple dishes that you can probably prepare for the family or holiday potluck parties or any type of holiday party that you have to bring a dish to. You don't have to go to ShopRite like I probably will for my potluck party tomorrow.
Right.
So you don't have to do that.
One time in the mirror.
So can we just go down the line just to say what we have here and the name of the dish and probably get into it a little bit?
Absolutely, I got you. All right, well, right up here in this proximity is what we call a starter. A starter can come in many forms: a soup, salad, appetizer, mousse bouche. This one is an actual white yam and butternut squash soup with a roasted corn sauce on top. Now, we as the people, we've forgotten that there are courses to a meal. So it is a holiday time. Make a soup. You can get your family for a whole lot cheaper if you feed them courses. They're going to be like, oh, she bougie now, but she cooking courses and stuff. Because you're feeding them throughout the duration of the day. And everybody has time to eat, have a breather, go from one side and socialize and talk to the person instead of texting them. Literally, that's the actual conversation starter. So that's what that's doing. I literally made it in a blender. Like literally, you roast all your vegetables, you cook them down in some good stock, which I make from scratch. If not, you can buy your favorite. And I throw it in the blender. Add a touch of cream if you're not vegan and you're not scared of a little fat. Don't put a little heavy cream in it. Put a little cognac or brandy at the end if you want that little something for the grandfather that really nips still at past. The next one is a New York strip. It's kind of like called steak on croûte. Now that's like a fancy terminology for putting meat on top of bread. Nevertheless, it has a blue cheese butter on it. And the blue cheese butter is literally only 2 ingredients. It's blue cheese butter, all room temperature mixed together, spread on top of a crouton with a perfect sear of a medium strip. Now, if you don't eat steak, you by all means swap it out with chicken. Eat some fish, little halibut.
That's salmon, what I would probably do.
Whatever you would like to do. And then it just has a little pico de gallo, just a little freshness to give it a little color and texture, because texture is good.
I love texture.
Yes,
I have to have texture. Like, I don't eat like bananas, oatmeal,
like
stuff like that. Yes, I can't.
Yes,
it has to have texture.
Like granola or something. Something
yes,
has to be mixed.
Yes.
The next one is one of our fan favorites. What my definition of what spaghetti is. The Italian culture calls it bouillabaisse. You understand what I'm saying?
Say that one more time, because you said it real cute.
Where you actually, cook a sauce down for a long, long time.
One more time.
Bouillabaisse.
Bouillabaisse.
Say right, say bouillabaisse.
Okay, so you gotta teach me how to say it, because when I say bouillabaisse.
What you say?
Bouillabaisse.
Like,
you say bowie legs?
No, he didn't say bow legs.
Right.
Bouillabaisse.
No, he.
That's right.
No, it's
bouillabaisse. Bouillabaisse.
Yeah.
Oh, with an N. Okay.
Yes.
Bouillabaisse.
But it's just a long term, like a long process cooked sauce. But the beauty of it is you can put a number of things in it. Most of my meat sauce is actually made of 50% vegetables. Because I like the fact that we grow up in a culture that has taught us to eat. Or there are certain things you can swap out so that you don't miss them, so that you actually can cut your calories and carbs. I used to be 350 pounds, and everybody like, oh my God, how did you lose all that? Girl, yes, I was 350, child, was god awful. And she'll tell you, Shamika tell you, when I was working at Club Reality, like
you talking about losing weight together. Like, Patrick, what you want to do?
I'm like a 32 now.
Yes, we was talking about what we was going to do together.
Yes, and
like,
then
oh my God,
and fell into the thing. But I'm gonna hook you up. We're gonna do the meal plan because Chef Patrick 2016 is coming. Prepare yourself. Okay. For all you chefs out there, like, I'm sorry, your spots, like, they about to be closed up. I'm sorry, nobody's gonna call indicating nothing at this point. Nonetheless, that's what this is. But this is done with penne pasta, and it's done with half vegetables and chicken. And then it's just cooked down with a homemade tomato sauce. And it has a little creme fraiche folded into it, which is like an Italian mascarpone type texture. And it actually has feta cheese and fresh mozzarella.
I love feta cheese.
And it's like mixed together and melt, so it kind of has a casserole situation. It's baby kale under the bottom. Because I like to give people vegetables. Everybody's forgotten what that thing of vegetable is.
I love veggies.
Like, I come to the restaurant literally, and I look at checks and see mac and rice, and I just be like, who the hell is sitting at the table? Like, what the hell are you eating? Like, who orders 2 carbs for dinner? Like, boom.
I love vegetables.
The last thing, well, not the last thing, the next to the last thing is what I think every holiday table should have. And that's what we call accoutrements, things that greet your guests. No one.
So you got all the fancy terms for everything. I call it cheese and crackers. Like, what is
accoutrements? Not what you think, Nitro. Accoutrements.
Accoutrement.
Not accoutrement.
No, not cheese.
No, say it again, because I will probably
all
say
of the things that come together to make one plate, one food. The Italian culture, we call it antipasti.
Say the name again, though.
Accoutrements. Things that go with everything.
Okay.
You know, because you're going to always have that aunt or that family member that just takes forever to get the meal done. I can't.
My mother-in-law, I love her to death.
I did not eat all day just to eat.
And Shamika is prolonging the taste.
It's still in the oven. There's nothing ready. Like, absolutely nothing. It's 6, 7 o'clock. And you're talking about waiting to eat.
We'll be done in a few more minutes, y'all.
No, this is what you have to greet your guests. It can be a number of things. It can be your favorite cheeses, fruits, vegetables. It can be the things that are actually on sale that you just decide to pile on the plate, but your guests will appreciate it because they won't die from hunger waiting for your turkey to dry out in the oven.
Wait a minute. Is this chocolate covered pretzels or something?
Yes. And then the last but not least is my chocolate bark. I say chocolate bark because I encourage making everything from scratch where I'm from. Me and my godson and people that I am actually close to, such as my nieces and nephews, we make candy. Why keep buying the very things that you can make? Stop buying chips for a change. Make your chip. Girl, I promise you, if you just go ahead and YouTube how to make a chip from scratch, it will change the perspective of a sandwich.
Okay, so what equipment do you need to make a chip?
You can actually have a knife.
Oh my gosh. Chef Patrick. She hadn't been in the kitchen for a minute. Oh my God.
That square thing with
Shamika,
the 4 holes in it.
Listen, I've been getting better at being in the kitchen.
The one you turn on and the fire come out?
Yes,
no,
but yes, I make potato chips when I eat sandwiches. Yeah.
I was thinking we need a fancy cutter.
The hell? Sometimes I don't have
Right.
the energy to go to
She
us.
said, what do you need to make
I thought you would need a fancy cutter. Like,
Yeah, you can use a mandolin, but that's what we
see,
go to the restaurant.
can you say like something else?
mandolin? A mandolin is something that shaves.
Put it in layman's
Put it
terms
in.
for us.
But it's like a shaver, a vegetable.
You know how it has
shaver.
a grater on the back sometimes?
She said, make it simpler, honey. It's called a mandolin. That's a simple.
If they don't sell it in the Family Dollar store, I don't know.
No,
what
they
it
find
is.
you find it Crate Barrel. You can
find it Marshalls. You can find it Marshalls.
You
TJ
can
Maxx.
find a mandolin anyway. But surprisingly enough, nowadays you can find more easy accessible, more accessible now to equipment or the kitchen world than people actually think. But y'all have gotten so focused on looking pretty that y'all have forgotten to help somebody. Who cares if you're pretty? Can you make me a great man?
But let me say this. Let me say this real quick.
You might want to get us gay people from over here. I'm over here because y'all women don't cook. Yeah, keep your men out my bushes if you feed them.
I tell you, the shade be
I don't know what y'all thought about bringing
the
me.
shade be real on Shugga Mama Radio. Listen, I ain't had nothing to do with that one.
Nothing.
I ain't had nothing
It
to
wasn't
do
scripted.
with
This is not
that.
scripted.
We are not scripted. I ain't had nothing to do with that one.
Listen. But the chocolate bark at the end, I actually made from scratch. When I grew up, my grandmother, she made candy. So like when we had candy on Easter, where traditionally people go buy jelly beans, all that wonderful stuff, that's all fabulous. But my grandmother, she made candy. I hated the chocolatier course. When I was in school, I hated pastry. My mother was like, listen, you're going to have to see this whole thing through. But realistically, it's actually cheaper for you to actually buy a bag of chocolate chips, melt it down, and put whatever you want on it, let it cool, and call it a candy bar. You can put dried fruits and nuts and barley or whatever it is in your diet in that same chocolate that you're paying all this marked up price for them to add additives and things to cause it to stay on the shelf longer, called preservatives. You can just make it yourself.
I made
Literally, it takes a second.
The best granola I had, and I was like,
Right.
You know how much granola costs? Like you buy like the fresh granola in the market, and I just said, let me just make it myself.
Yes, and this one has pretzels, it has pecans in it, and it has dry cranberry and white chocolate, and it literally took me like 2 minutes to make.
I can't wait anymore.
And you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to add. You're gonna have to. And listen, it's life changing, man. We're going to the fucking life of a
She can't talk. She can't talk. She can't talk. She can't.
Like, listen, and that's why y'all got a little package because somebody gonna try to take them all.
Me.
All right, just shake the whole plate in your purse.
I go ahead and talk.
Yes, but I encourage making anything that can possibly be made from scratch by all means.
You see it?
Yeah.
Because realistically, y'all have gotten to, and a lot of people have gotten far away from not even what I consider education, just the basic ones and twos of being in the kitchen. Like your great grandmother and your grandmother cooked. Yeah, I mean, if you're an 80s baby, anything after that, I'm so sorry. I feel so bad for y'all. Like,
oh my goodness. Let me
y'all
tell you
just
about
don't even know nothing.
a snowstorm that my grandmother, remember that big old snowstorm?
96.
96.
Boy, everything to a screeching
Honey,
halt.
let me tell you.
Everything.
We were out of school. My grandma made us walk to the market because she wanted to make everything from scratch. Made us walk to the market and she put those trash bags all the way up to our knees.
Tie the market bag on your foot.
And said, walk
Get
to the market.
store.
Here's my list. And this is what I need if y'all want to eat.
Exactly. That's what my grandmother did to me.
Like, oh my goodness.
Yes.
You did this.
Yes, honey. It's all about that touch and that surprise.
Yes.
I'm all about surprises with food. I love when people come to the restaurant and they see something that I would say, oh, you're having chicken spaghetti. But then there's so many elements that actually go into what I've actually put into it that you be like, hold up, I don't remember seeing this listed on this damn menu. What is this?
Mm-hmm.
It's that surprise, honey.
Won't he do it?
Honey, that's what good food to do for you.
And the crazy thing is, she doesn't even like chocolate. So she's
neither do I.
over there acting like that over a chocolate bowl. Yeah, she's scraping the bowl. And she don't even eat chocolate. She literally does not eat chocolate. I swear to you, she does not eat chocolate. And I've been knowing her for over 15 years, and she does not eat chocolate.
Yes, you'd be surprised. Like for you women, give you a little tip. You want to surprise your man. You want to get your man where you need to be. Surprise him with something. Instead of Valentine's Day, instead of you expecting him to buy you chocolates, why don't you go ahead and get you a little box? You know what I'm saying? Just get you a little box from the dollar store or something and make some chocolates and put it in there with your little naked picture. Go and put it in the box. And you say, yeah, I made you some chocolate to go with the chocolate. And I promise you, it will change the whole perspective.
But don't fail on the chocolate. Don't burn the chocolate.
Listen, honey.
You remember that little Jamaican stunt I tried to do from the Bahamas? Yes. I failed on that. Listen, I will not fail on your chocolate. I swear to you, I will not fail on your chocolate.
Can you call her?
Yes, absolutely. I'm trying to tell you, and even when it comes down to spicing it up in the bedroom, so to speak, bring the food in there. Like,
see, I'm a sucker for aphrodisiac.
Yes, and now by all means, don't anybody's ask you to bring the gravy in the bedroom. Sometimes don't bring the whipped cream. Like, leave where it's at. Like,
lead with cream.
Yeah, lead with cream.
That's so
it's
cliche.
So cliche. But you wanna bring things that you can play with. So say for instance, make a popsicle. Make a popsicle from scratch. You know, back in the day when your parents used to make frozen cups and all that wonderful stuff. But you gonna do it the adult way. You gonna go and put a little chocolate in your popsicle, put a little strawberry hide it in there, hide a number of things that's gonna get things from, and rub the popsicle and put the popsicle in place. Eat the popsicle.
Wait a minute.
Listen, I got their attention, honey.
Class is started. Class is started. There you go.
Yes, and I did with one time. I was in a relationship and literally had popsicles that I made and had pop rocks on it, but it's children in the room, so we just gonna really leave that story right there at the pop rocks. There's a lot of crackling going on, but yes, bring food in the bedroom. Try to change it up a bit.
So listen, we're gonna get into the food,
and
we're gonna get into. Unfortunately, Nitro has to work while we eat, but
he's just ready to get over it. It's the hardships of hustling.
That pissed you off, Nitro?
No. it might be something left. It might be something left. Like,
I'm a chef. I can count on one hand how many times I ate for each person. Yes.
No, I'm not gonna eat all that. I don't eat the red meat. All right, so listen, we about to get into Shugga Mama Radio. We might, if we gone for too long, just ring the phone lines 404-436-1277.
The spoon out your mouth and come back.
Yes. And people are sending in messages, emails, saying that they love your food. Shout out to Birds by Key. She said she loved your food.
Oh Lord, hey girl.
Actually, I really love her. I do. God. But anyway,
I need to definitely use her as a vendor my next event.
Oh my God, I love her strawberries. But yeah, so people are calling in because they love Chef Patrick and they love.
Chef Patrick loves them back. I'm trying to tell you.
So we're gonna try to, people have been calling in, sending emails, text messages. Hopefully, when the phone lines open up, you still call in 404-436-1277. Keep it locked on Shugga Mama Radio. I'm getting ready to eat.
Yes, Chef Patrick.
Tina already started.
Call him.
I'm usually the one that had the dessert first, but she cheated.
It was sitting right next to me. I couldn't help it.
Yeah. So DJ Nitro, get ready. Keep us rocking on Shugga Mama Radio. Keep it locked. RadioOnFire.com.
We'll be back.
You're now tuned in to Shugga Mama Radio. This is your girl, Shamika Shantel.
And it's your girl, Tina Marie.
And this is Chef Patrick, the Chef Patrick Takeover.
Oh, you did that.
And if you're just tuning in, Chef Patrick has been shedding some light on some quick holiday meals.
Mm-hmm.
The self-proclaimed chefs of the city.
Y'all snatching crowns out here. Y'all is really snatching crowns.
Snatching crowns?
It's snatching crowns.
And you gave us a little bit of bedroom ideas.
Yes, honey, you got to keep it spicy. One of the most best things about aphrodisiacs is your mouth is involved.
Yes, paint up my ass.
Yes, I think I get your attention. Yes, but before we came back, because I'm just going to go ahead and take over.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, we were talking about some of the things as far as knowledge and cooking. And just having the do's and don'ts and some quick tips and such. First of all, quick tips for the holiday. Instead of cooking a whole turkey, why don't you just go buy the breast? Go buy the breast. They sell the breast. They actually sell you turkey breasts now that they're huge, that you can cut open, stuff everything in it. You ain't got to deal with the carcass. You ain't got to break down nothing. You ain't got to deal with no bones and no scraps. Nothing. It's just enough. You feed everybody. Let's say for all of us mac and cheese lovers. My mac and cheese is literally in 3 stages. One day, boil your pasta. You can make your pasta ahead of time. It's called blanching, darling. It means cooking and shocking in ice water. Drain it off. Put a little oil on it. Put it in the bag at the top of the week. Your pasta's already done. Make you a cheese sauce. Take your cream, put it in the pot, put it on a low, medium, high heat, and then put all your favorite cheese in and let them melt down. Use a little bit of lemon juice. The acidity breaks down the proteins and such in the cheese and makes the sauce smooth. Usually you can go to a fondue pot restaurants. They use white wine or different wines or lemon juice for the acidity to break down the actual sauce to make it nice and smooth. Make your cheese sauce. I mean, you can just the day of Thanksgiving or Christmas, mix your noodles in your cheese sauce, put a little top on, a little breadcrumb, a little butter, you done. Not that, oh, grandma said you got to put your elbows in, you got to put it in a big bowl, you got to add the milk, got to add the butter, got to season the noodles, you wasting your time, and you wasting mine too, because by that time I'm over it, I'm ready to go. Okay, the chef wants to eat now. Just like y'all come to the restaurant, y'all be like, I want to eat now when my food don't take no more than 10 to 12 minutes per plate. Yes, I'm one of those chefs that can turn tables. Wait a minute,
you just make me feel bad about my macaroni and cheese that I boil the pasta. I mix the first of all, I'm not gonna get into it. Somebody probably all right, the milk, the cheese, the butter, mix it all together. And then he had the shredded cheese. So don't buy the shredded cheese.
You can buy the shredded cheese. You can buy whatever cheese you want. Nevertheless, it's cheese. Just buy things that are actually real cheese. Technically, I always try to encourage people to start gearing more to your white cheeses. When cheese comes from, when it's manufactured from a cow, you know milk is white. Okay, that yellow cheese most of the time is an additive. It's something that has made it that color. It's not something that comes that way. And for all of you people that are walking through these markets, buying things, posting things on social media, tilapia is not a fish. It's not meant for you to be eating. It's not like a staple. You can't be hashtagging food porn and such when you're buying things of such, you know, and you're buying manufactured products that were created for people who are closed-minded. Buy halibut or mahi-mahi, all of the things you actually can't pronounce. Just try it. You might actually like it. Okay, a meal that you're hashtagging chef. If 80% of them have chicken in the frame, get off my page. Get off my page. I'm tired of being on your timeline. Like, you're killing me softly. You people who don't believe in putting vegetables. Oh my God, vegetables belong with the starch. You need a vegetable. When you were raised, your parents made a vegetable, a starch, and a meat. Okay, all those things are supposed to be on the plate. That's why our people have obesity and diabetes. We're feeding ourselves garbage. The microwave is actually just an appliance. It's not a staple to cook with.
I actually don't own a microwave.
Most chefs don't have microwaves in their kitchen. I have a microwave in my kitchen because it comes with the house. Realistically, I heat things up like they did back in the day. I turn on the oven, the boiler,
back in the day, the microwave was the bread box.
Yes, exactly. That's where you kept everything. It's realistically, your grandmama didn't use it 80% of the time. It was for warming up really quickly, not feeding a family of 6. Okay? Start prepping some things. Take your Sunday and instead of going dotting and bopping or going somewhere just to put yourself on social media to make yourself prevalent, why don't you cook your family a meal? And if you want to be a whore all week, you can be a whore all week. You just have to be a respectable whore like myself. You must make it all on Sunday, the day for the Lord. Bag it up, put it in the freezer, label it, put it in to-go containers. It's called meal plans. Y'all calling my phone like I got time to feed you every day. Honey, I'm struggling feeding myself. Then you hear me say I lost 150 damn pounds. I'm hungry. All of you people want to keep your man happy. Nobody's asking you to be barefoot and naked and all that wonderful stuff and pregnant in the kitchen. Nobody's begging you to step back into the 60s. We're just asking you. I hope you're listening. Because ain't nothing that says I love you after a great coloring job. We're going to call it a coloring job because like I said, there's children in the building. Right after a nice coloring job, you go in there and whip your man up a meal. I promise you, he will wife you. He will wife you. I mean, realistically, most people need to understand like some of the most cliche things are the things that actually matter, such as a way to a man's heart. As cliche as it sounds, it's through his stomach. You must feed him. You want him to lay it down. You want him to go to work. You want him to fight your battles. You want him to beat the nigga up. You want him to put money in the bank. But you're not giving him no fuel. All you're doing is sitting in the mirror, beating your face, taking 17 selfies while somebody is stealing your man with a hot meal. Then you wonder why this ugly bitch that cuffed your man. That's because the chicken cooked. I'm sorry. Nevertheless. But I promise you, we're in a world where naturally it's the simple things. I cook in my family because it's something my family had forgotten how to do. And it's the one thing that synonymously brings me and all my brothers and sisters together. They know when I'm cooking, it's a real big deal. And trust me, shockingly enough, the same things that I feed people in the restaurant world, at the clubs or wherever I've worked, I feed my family. I eat the same exact way. I might eat better than y'all sometimes because I actually am better at it than most of you. You may pretend like I am not. You might act like I don't exist, but you know I'm here. You heard my name at some point in time. I've fed some damn body in your family.
Well, so if you're just tuning in. We've been sitting with Chef Patrick, and he's been going over pretty much everything. He told us about tilapia and how tilapia is a...
It's not even on the fish chart, y'all.
It's not even on the fish chart.
Not even there.
And I'm stealing his blue cheese butter recipe that is officially stolen, and I'm taking all the chocolate bark home. So.
Yes.
No, you're not.
I gave you two. That was it.
She said that's it. That's
it.
That
was your limit.
That was
it.
You
don't need it.
First of all, you don't need
Remember your goals.
Shade, honey. Palm trees.
See what I got to deal with?
It's like a beach.
But you see her sit up straight and got it together. So, so Chef Patrick,
she
before
thinks she's getting out of here with that chocolate.
Yeah.
So there was a story behind scenes.
I'm leaving out here with that chocolate.
Listen.
Okay.
Yes, but as far as us closing out, since they are arguing over the chocolate, the things that I'm working on for 2016, I'm working on a supper club that I actually want to be a membership. Eventually, it'll go up on my social media page. If you do not follow me, I am Chef Patrick 86 as far as my personal, and then The Chef Patrick at The Chef Patrick is my professional page on Instagram. Facebook, Patrick the Chef Robinson. That will be where you see a little beat and a little meat. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm a painted chef. Get over it. This is my face. Deal with it. Nevertheless, outside of that, I actually want to do what I call an in-house brunch, where I'm actually going to perform this brunch inside of an art gallery. So it's like art meets food type thing. And you're literally going to also offer that to people who appreciate some of the finer things in life. For those of you who say that you are about that life, there is actual life outside of what you're used to eating. So I'm about to educate some people. Cookbook's coming. It's coming. I'm not going to drop a title. I'm not going to drop a date or a deadline. I'm going to do what I traditionally do. Surprise you, whores. I'm working on a sauce line. I will drop the name. The name itself stands for itself. It represents everything that I am. It's simple and sophisticated. It's going to be a sauce line that ties to the concept of what people are used to getting from me in this city. You are all this rock queen, this rock queen, this rock queen. Let it go. Like, get over it already. Well, I can't get over it, so I'm going to help y'all stay on the topic by making a sauce line. And it'll actually be tied into the actual concept of the cookbook called The Formula, where you can actually go to a recipe and it'll tell you which numbered bottle to use for which dish and which recipe and how that actually goes to educate all you thoughts on how to actually keep the name. Okay. And then I'm just going to actually merge over. I'm crossing over. I'm leaving the chef world eventually as far as an in-restaurant chef. Eventually, I'm going to migrate completely into private planning, coordinating and catering, period. So for those of you that I actually still
that's it. That's all you gonna do. That's all you got planned. I mean,
just a few things, girl. Somewhere I'm gonna go to.
And that's not even mention the branding products.
Yes. I am branding from scratch. I am at this point tired of mediocrity, and I no longer want to live in a society where as though this is all I'm allowed to have, and it has nothing to do with money, honey. Because I'm not chasing a dollar. I'm chasing my dream.
That's good.
So, I encourage you chefs who want to be chefs, buckle up. That's my advice. Buckle the hell up.
That's the only advice?
That's it. Because there's a lot of them that think this is all it is. And you have to be able to stretch a dollar. You have to be able to price a menu. You have to be able to babysit grown adults. You have to be able to multitask. You have to actually put yourself last. A lot of people would know nothing about the extremities of my health or any restrictions that I have against me as far as my everyday life. But you can't tell sitting here next to me that I fought cancer while working the past 2 years straight. Yes, fighting cancer while working as a full-time chef. It's very possible. You know what I'm saying? I have a story, contrary to what people may believe or think. They think they have me figured out and sized up. There's so much more that make me Chef Patrick. I walk into a room with poise and proudness because realistically, I know what it's like to walk into a room with my head down and my tail between my legs. Mm-hmm. Because realistically, being a gay man, you are already bred to be picked on. Like, honey, I am doing the picking now. Let's be clear.
But was it hard for you?
It was a torment, but it makes you relentless. I feel sorry for people who ain't never had no damn struggle. I feel sorry for these young people that has everything handed to them via their phone or social media, keeps them from getting real jobs and making real money because you have forgotten about the actual effort that it goes into actually getting things accomplished. I feel sorry for you.
That is today's generation.
Yes, I mean, it's horrible. But yes, by all means, work hard too. Be honest. Stay out of everybody else's business. Concern yourself with what's going on with you. Okay?
So where are you at now? For everyone who wants to sample Chef Patrick's food or eat Chef Patrick's food, where can you be found?
I'm at Phase 10 at 885 Howard Street, North Howard Street, Howard and Reed, I think it is, right across the street from the new University Midtown campus. I'm there most of the times. I say most of the time, it was like 80% of the time. I'm there sometimes during the week between Tuesday and Saturday. On the weekends, I do specials where I completely conceptualize a menu based on how I feel. Mm-hmm. There's a Southern-based restaurant, it's a jazz restaurant, but you come in Phase 10 on a Saturday or Friday and get Middle Eastern food, Thai, Italian, anything, depending on how I feel. I take people on a trip when they come to see me. So come to see me. I promise you, you'll be an addict just like the rest of them.
So do you advise the chefs out there in the world to go to school? Yes. Or just because some people say you can find everything on Google nowadays.
No. I want you to have the knowledge. I want you to have education. I want you to know how to use a knife. I want you to know the etiquette of a kitchen. I want you to know terminologies. I want you to be able to think for yourself because I don't want to waste my time having to train you what somebody in my family pays $16,000 for. I would rather you know what you're doing. At least if you have the basics, you can actually compete with somebody like me. You can't get nowhere if you don't know where the hell you're going or what you're doing. You need some kind of education. You can throw all the shades to the wind all you want, and anybody can do it. As much research as they want on me, because outside of book smarts, I also have street smarts. I've cooked in every realm, venue, under the worst circumstances, without fire, in the dark, against all odds, feeding the multitudes with no money on a food budget. But the restaurant's just thriving. We just want to just throw that out there, and we just want to leave that way it is. Is this steak overcooked? That is overcooked because it's all shriveled up and stuff.
What is that?
What is this?
Chocolate?
I think it's supposed to be
no, what?
Don't say the name. Have mercy.
I'm so sick of the shade on this show tonight.
Is that cornbread? Is that no Listen, honey.
I can't do no more.
I can't. The shade. And is that I think the broccoli was frozen.
Is it gravy?
The broccoli is frozen.
This gravy look
like.
I think
the mashed potatoes were actually.
The gravy not even running. It's just like sitting there.
It's just sitting.
I think potatoes now were just as cheap as buying box. To be honest. Is that even steak? It looks like a fried pork chop. Let me not listen. I think I followed that person.
That's why I said, Lord, I do too. That's what I said.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Go on, do what you gotta do. But I'm telling you, y'all people need to just watch your hashtags. I'm looking at you. I see you. We hear you.
What's the worst hashtag you would hate to see from a self-proclaimed chef?
Chef life. Chef life. That's just like me. Just because all of a sudden tomorrow I decide that I want to do makeup hence the beat face, that I'm all hashtag makeup artist, hashtag MUA. I would never step into that lane. That's not my lane. I'm not hashtagging nothing. I might say hashtag beat, but I'm not going to come for somebody's spot who's actually cultivated their craft and makes their actual revenue and lifestyle and understanding off of something. No, I would never hashtag radio anchor. Because, girl, I don't know nothing about no damn radio station. I don't know nothing about these goddamn computers and such. I'm going to play my strength cooking. Do what I do.
That made my stomach hurt.
Made me nauseous.
That was like,
maybe you want to go home and cleanse.
That is hilarious. So for private events, if you can let the viewers and listeners know where they can contact you at.
You can reach my business manager, but if you can't reach her because she's too busy, like I said.
Oh my God, she is never too busy. She is up like 5 o'clock in the morning.
At the Chef Patrick. THECHEFPATRICK@gmail.com. You just email me. Like, I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to get to know you. I don't want you stalking me. I want you to come to me looking for great business, looking for a great food experience. And I encourage my guests, let the people who you hire to do a job do the job. Do not come to me with 1,000,000,001 requirements and expectations, because then I'm going to send you to Boston Market or something. I'm just going to be like, nah, I'm good. We're artists here now, people. Let us paint you a picture.
So I enjoyed the food. Unfortunately, I did not eat the steak because I don't eat red meat.
I enjoyed everything. You know what I ate everything, and I am taking this for lunch. So
yes, and my
food. So you just gonna really pile all the chocolate?
Yes,
these are mine.
She's like, I have these 5. Like she really has taken ownership of something.
Because you got
you know.
I have to take some of that.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. So we have DJ Nitro in the background, Diamond K, Lisa, Demetria. Everybody had food. So I mean,
delicious. Everything was good. Everything was delicious.
Everybody on the same page?
Yes.
Everybody is on the same page, and it's not just because Chef Patrick is here, right?
Oh no, honey! Okay. I would like y'all to tell me the truth. Horrible, honey. Tell me it's horrible.
You did.
Yes, honey. Real quick.
You
Listen,
sure did.
I am worth quiet as kept. I am actually worth 67% of most of the revenue in most restaurants that I worked in Baltimore City, which pretty much means once I leave, I take 67% of the revenue with me because I have all of the followers and all of the money. Now that I'm actually hip to that, I'm building a brand. I should have killed me when I had a chance. Now I caught on. You understand? So yes, I'm about to take that 67% and turn it to 100 and build an empire.
All right, before we go, Chef Patrick.
I'm not a cook.
Me too.
Yes,
I'm hoping so because it's coming soon. Hopefully it come out soon because I'm trying to get a ring by like.
It is. It's coming out.
Please get that book out.
We're not gonna give you a date.
Give her the draft copy
of the 2016.
Give me the draft copy so we can be like, yeah.
Girl, you want like that episode of The Devil Wears Prada? They made the girl go get the damn manuscript.
Yeah.
You want the
yeah. You want to do that?
I would probably do that. I'll probably, I'll actually have to do one though, so it wouldn't be a rotation. I'll have to sign it. It would be like an artifact. So they're gonna dig up my bones, honey, and say, "Oh, Chef Patrick was here."
But I can just get the draft copy and do like a exclusive Shugga Mama pre-review.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm actually gonna have a cookbook launch party. I'm gonna do all of the necessary steps to make sure everybody knows that I'm coming. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna come like the Lion King, like you're gonna feel it in the ground. You're gonna hear the stampede coming. Like I'm gonna do it in stages, and I'm gonna introduce it the right way. I'm gonna entertain and also educate Baltimore on how to throw a real event. For all of you people who are having these events who say that you understand the turn up and how to organize a franchise of an event and this bottle service and these lists and such, and you people think you're so important. Let's be clear. I'm going to educate. Yes, I'm going to have a cookbook launch and I'll make sure everybody is in attendance. And I'm going to show up and I'm actually going to greet you by your name because I know you by name. I know Nitro. I know Shugga Mama. I know this beautiful young lady to the left of me. I know most of these people. I know all the people that I entertain and feed in this city. For most of you people who act like you're too good to say hi when Chef Patrick speaks, know that I'm out of speaking. I'm done. I'm over it. Finished.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So the holiday show. This is the holiday show.
Yes.
So we
got into it with
the holiday quick meals that you can make for your family. Real quick, because we got Princess Paige in the building, and she's sleeping. Oh my gosh, she got her shoes off.
She's comfortable, honey. Yeah. I'm about to take mine off.
So we got Princess Paige in the building. So real quick, tell us, what do Chef Patrick want for Christmas?
What do I want for Christmas? Lordy mercy.
Remember
another version of me. If I stumble and trip and fall look into a man that is like reminiscent of me, honey, I struggle. But what do I want for Christmas? Nothing. I want to actually enjoy being healthy. That's it. Like I'm learning to just appreciate the simple things in life.
Did she just?
So that's it. But yeah, and then those of you who want me for Christmas, like I said, you can reach me at thechefpatrick@gmail.com. Go and shoot me over email. Tell me what you need. Just stop at the bank before you actually come to Gmail. All
right, so I had a quick DM on Instagram.
Holy mercy, a DM. It goes.
So somebody wants to know, with all the advice that you've given for couples on how to turn it up in the bedroom, they want to know: are you single or in a relationship?
Am I single? I am very single. I don't have time for applicants because I'm too busy chasing the almighty.
I'm sorry, whoever is Shamika.
No, I am single. I'm single because I'm not just a typical person. Like let's quiet as kept. Every gay person don't want everybody. I can count how many people I've slept with on two hands, and I haven't actually not topped off both of my hands like some of you people have. I actually can count how many people I've slept with on two hands. Can't. So yes, I am very single because most people are intimidated by me. Most people are intimidated by my personality. They automatically assume because I wear makeup, I'm extremely feminine. Even the gay culture shuns me. They don't like it when you're confident and you actually take ownership in the presence of who you are because they actually have problems with dealing with them oneself. So instead of them dealing with it, they'd rather take it out on you. And other than that, a lot of people automatically assume that I'm unapproachable because what they see on my face. Well, if you knew what was going on in my mind, sometimes you look angry as well. But it is actually in my actions that define who I am. When people always say, you so mean looking. How does the food taste? Does it taste like love? Do it feel happiness? Because honey, that's what I mean.
My stomach pretty happy.
I've tried the love thing, and that person took advantage of that. So the next person that I will end up with will be my husband. He will not be my boyfriend.
The one that you introduced me to at the house?
No, child, that wasn't him. He was light skinned. That was my friend. No, I actually like the term, and I use titles for what they are. I don't sleep with my friends. Oh, you talking about the dark skin one?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was him. That was the one who dropped the bomb on Pakistan. Yes, darling, he did. He changed the game for everybody. So now the only time I'm taking applicants is that's you talking about husband stuff. I need what you call a receipt. It's not a marriage certificate. It's a receipt. So if somebody comes into your life and they're going to walk away with everything, you pull out this little receipt and you nail their ass to the wall. I will not make that mistake again. I will not play house with nobody. I will not share my financial, my spiritual, and emotional with somebody for them to just walk out the door with it. No, I'm good. I can get a wet behind in the tub.
Way when you reach a certain age, man. Anyway, because we can go all night.
We could.
Shout out to Chef Patrick for coming through on Shugga Mama Radio.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Radio on fire. The food was amazing. The food was definitely amazing.
Thank you.
Tina's gonna steal everything, but
I'm not gonna steal it.
Yes, honey.
Oh, you just gonna take it?
It's mine.
Oh,
it's mine.
She said it's hers. She said it's hers.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
you can have some.
Thank you for coming through again.
Thank you for having me.
Real quick, one more time, drop your social media pages where they can contact you at.
Yes, the Chef Patrick on Instagram at the Chef Patrick, all one word. Patrick the Chef Robinson on Facebook, and the Chef Patrick at gmail.com. I don't do Twitter and Snapchat. Listen,
that's
y'all got too much time on your hands. I ain't about to shoot nobody's video, baby. I'm working. I ain't got time for social media until I have a high-paid publicist. But we're going to talk about that tea and shade a little bit later because I think the person that I'm supposed to be doing this with is possibly sitting here. But we're going to talk about that right now.
Really?
We'll go to commercial.
Really? Keep it locked, Shugga Mama Radio on radioonfire.com, DJ Nitro.
Yeah, shout out to DJ Nitro.
Dream team. I'm like, what these haters mean?
You're now tuned in to Shugga Mama Radio. This is your girl, Shamika Shantel.
And it's your girl, Tina Marie. And with us, we have... Introduce yourself. Say hi. Say it's your girl, Paige. With us, we have a very, very special guest, my daughter, Princess Paige. Yay!
Go, Paige.
Go, Paige. Go, Paige. Go, Paige.
But she can't whip like me. Can't maybe walk like me.
Oh, she's acting shy. It's way past her bedtime. But we have Paige on today. Paige is going to tell us a little bit about Christmas and what she wants for Christmas and what Christmas means to her. With Paige, you get what you get. So it's after her bedtime, so we'll see. Paige, what is Christmas to you? Whose birthday is on Christmas?
Jesus' birthday.
Jesus' birthday was not on Christmas. We celebrate Jesus' birthday on Christmas, right?
Yeah.
And what do we get on Christmas? What do you want on Christmas?
Elsa earrings.
Elsa earrings?
She's an Elsa earring.
And what else? What did Miss Shamika say she was going to get you for Christmas? What's she getting you for Christmas? She said if you be good and sit in a chair all night, you were going to get what? Makeup?
Yes.
Okay. And are you going to buy anybody presents for Christmas?
Yes.
Who are you going to buy presents for Christmas? Who gets presents?
Kelly.
Kinley?
Yes.
And what about, Kinley is her classmate and her daycare and her best friend. And what about Jay? Does Jay get Christmas presents? No. Why doesn't Jay get Christmas presents? Because what?
She bad.
She bad.
Why she bad? What she do?
I know you're not nervous, honey.
What Jay do?
Well, what about Noah? Does Noah get presents from you? You can't play with that baby. Is Noah getting presents from you? Yes.
Yes.
Noah, your best friend, right? And what about Bishop? You gotta think about it. Daddy?
Yes.
What are you getting Daddy for Christmas? It's like pulling teeth, Paige.
A basketball.
A basketball. Oh.
What you want to get Preston? Your brother?
Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles. And what are you gonna get Mommy? Tell people what you told me last night. What are you getting me for Christmas?
A new dress.
A new dress?
Yeah.
And what you say? No, that's not what you said last night. You said you getting me a pretty what? A pretty broom is what she told me she was getting me for Christmas. She said, I'm going to get you the most pretty broom, the prettiest broom you ever seen. I was like, yeah, Mommy don't want that.
Why are you getting our new broom? She sweep a lot. You want to sing us a Christmas song before we go out? Do you think you can sing a song for us? What you want to sing? Don't say D-Lo. Or you were singing Adele song? Okay, so Paige is in one of her moods today. So
singing.
you gonna sing? Oh, so now you sing. You don't want nobody to take your shine, but you.
I'm gonna sing.
Okay.
Jingle bells.
Okay, sing Jingle Bells. Can we sing it with you?
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? Go. You lead.
Ring, ring, ring the bell, ring the night clear. The tells your shoulder everywhere. And Christmas time is here.
Yay! I don't know that version.
Is that your favorite Christmas song? Paige, that's your favorite Christmas song? Can you give us one more?
Jingle. No, I don't even know that one. Jingle bells. Yeah, they don't teach the regular jingle bells. What about I don't even know anymore. So how you gonna tell the kids they have to act on Christmas to get Christmas gifts? How they gotta act?
Need to get some dollars.
Huh?
Some dollars.
They need to get dollars.
They need to get some dollars. Wait a minute.
parents get the big gifts, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, Raymond, back to these dollars, right?
So what you say you was getting Miss Shamika? What you was getting on Shamika for Christmas?
Here, you gotta say it in the gold mic.
Say it in the gold mic. What you getting on Shamika for Christmas?
Is the mic pretty?
It is working. They can hear you. You just gotta talk louder.
No.
Say hello. It's your girl Paige.
It's working.
What?
Yeah, it's after her bedtime, so.
All right, listen.
Really? Okay. You want a break?
So Tina, what do you want for Christmas? What actually do you want for Christmas? Message to the husband.
I don't.
Oh, she gonna pluck all
But that was lunch tomorrow, Paige. For Christmas. So for Christmas, I don't know what I want. I just want a lot of shoes, maybe. I don't really have anything that I really want. I mean, I would be happy with shoes.
Say no thing.
Yes, Shamika, what do you want for Christmas?
I want What you say?
Nothing.
What you say?
Say I love you, Daddy.
What no such thing? What is she saying?
She has her own little language her and Preston did. Yeah, it's a little.
So Preston didn't know what she said?
Yeah, Preston,
Oh, okay.
Preston didn't know what she said. Okay, Paige. Let's be professional, remember? Okay, Paige. I mean, Shamika.
You gave her a chocolate box at 8 o'clock at night.
Sing a song or something, baby.
Your
family is watching. They stayed up late at night to hear you. And this is what you're going to say? Say hi, Tanner. Okay.
So my Christmas wish would be to have a peaceful Christmas. No drama, no incidents, nothing. Just peaceful and joyful. That's what I want. I want to get through the holidays with love.
No incidents.
Like,
Paige, so we get ready to go out. We get ready to leave Shugga Mama Radio. Because you turned up off the chocolate bar. Shout out to Chef Patrick.
Say shout out to Chef Patrick. Okay. You're going to put music on, but we have DJ Nitro.
Right.
Okay. Let's go out to this. You want to go out to that song again? Bet you can't do it like me?
You got
No, DJ Nitro can do it. So say DJ Nitro, bring us in. Or take it in or take it out or whatever. Say DJ Nitro. Okay.
Shugga Mama Radio, thank y'all for tuning in. Every Monday, 7 to 9 on fire.com. You're rocking with your girl, Shamika Shantel.
And it's your girl, Tina Marie.
And this is a good page.
Shugga Mama Radio, radioonfire.com. DJ Nitro live every Monday. Check us out. Stay tuned. Every Monday, 7 to 9. Nitro can take us out. Thank y'all for tuning in.